Millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Make him work. When you get close, he can't fucking fight in the inside. Trust me. How long you been trusting me? Get close to him and just keep poking. When I say penitentiary, put that knife in him. Put him in him.
I belong with this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, now we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.
Separate yourself.
Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great. Non-stop. Keep the pace.
I'm down.
Yo, what's going on out there? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boys, the Rize Podcast with your boy Coach Squeeze, aka the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. How y'all doing, man? Hope y'all had a blessed day. Hope everybody's safe. I hope everybody accomplishing the things that they want to accomplish while they breathing. And let's keep it pushing, because we all going to go do stuff. Ain't no getting around it, but it's how you respond to it, what makes you or break you. So, man, may God bless each and every one of you in the chat. Let's keep rooting for each other, praying for each other. And let's enjoy life while we breathe. All right, y'all. Let's get the sponsors out of the way before we kick this thing off. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes, first ballot Hall of Famer, Baltimore's own GTD Promotions. Redesigning minds one mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out www.kenichibed.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Also, shout out to www.narslipgallery.org. Go over to Damari's page, support him and his merch and his artwork in and out of the ring. Shout out to Richie Baby for the 5 intros and edits. Appreciate you. R.I.P. to John Boy, R.I.P. to Miss Tanya Vandross Williams Jr. Shout out to Bad Girls Promotion featuring Miss Nikki, a.k.a. Miss Olivia Pope, Coach Brandy. Shout out the EOE, Education Over Everything, my brother movement. Shout out to www.miakillerb.com. Go over to her page, support her in her boxing journey and merch. Shout out to Four Corners Boxing featuring Maurice and Jenny Jones. Go over there every Wednesday night to 15 rounds of boxing and support them. Our brother station. And shout out to Just Do Boxing, Hardcore Boxing News, Aunt McQueen Boxing, Stretched Out Boxing, Miss Mona, Kyle Al Coolin, Chris Trucker, Trucker Sally. Don't forget to go down to 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue, get your Sherry's Essentials, 12 rolls for $7. Don't forget to go over to the RizePodcast.com. Get your Smoothie King shirts. Right back at y'all with another one. Shout out the AO clothing line, Pro Soul Boxing Gear and clothing line. And shout out the Box Raw. Thanks for all that you do. Last but not least, Official Gear Boxing. All the fighters wearing it. Y'all can say it with me in the chat on the count of 3. I got me a couple of nice pieces too. 1, 2, 3, box. Raw. How y'all doing, man? Let's get this party rolling. It's fight week. Dillian White versus Moses Itauma. Who wins and why? Let me holler at everybody. Ace is the place of the helping hardware store. What it do? D33284. Tawu Apakabutu. Daryl Hopkins. Brooklyn BZ. 7 cuts. Tabu Apakabutu. Daryl Hopkins, salute. I look at the Lamont fight again. Big Tank hurt him at the body. Shaking my head. Yeah, but ain't nobody talking about that. I went back. I saw it too. He heard him and almost like he let him off the hook. Your girl BKB lost my phone, but I'm back. Now family. What's good? Okay, champ. Jab Queen Box. Stretched Out Boxing. The Rize podcast is in the building. 12 threes. Ski you. Peace and blessings, squeeze and chat. Peace and blessings. Showtime to God. What up, squeeze? What up, everybody in the chat? What it do, champ? Frequent Flyer RC. Coach Squeeze. Richie baby. Lamont Trunks was too high, 2 inches away from his chest. Yeah, that was crazy about that. That was crazy. That's why he tried to say Tank was hitting yo low. But Dillian White versus Moses Itauma. Who wins and why? Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. Let's resurrect the podcast. All right, let's go. Smash that like button on the way in. And if you haven't subscribed, tell a friend to subscribe. I'm watching Moses Itauma highlights. He was on his Tyson Fury tip. Yeah, he was. I drive old cars. What's up, chat? Salute. What it do, champ? Moses is going to beat the Old Testament into white. Yup, Lamont kept complaining about those body shots. Jab Queen Boxing. Itauma should win. Jab Queen Boxing. Dillian White isn't active enough. Yeah, but I mean, I'm looking at the young kid highlights. This is a big step up for Moses Itauma. He ain't the biggest. He ain't the biggest heavyweight. Brooklyn BZ say Moses moves well for a big guy and has good power. Yeah, he young. He got dynamite in both hands. He kind of tall. He ain't short. Good punch placement. Good agility for a big man. Quick hands. He patient. Pretty good defense. He need to go in the body a little bit more. I see a little bit of head hunting from him, but he young. Yeah, this is a big step up. What he might Dillian White Might not be active, but let's see what type of shape he come in. I drive old car. How you feel about that Baltimore Ninja talk all crazy? He blowing up. Who that? I drive old cars. Tabu Akbar. I don't think it go 12 rounds. Jag Queen boxing. Tabu Akbar. Yeah, I don't think it will. El Rafael Boxio. What up? I don't know what you talking about, champ. But what we talking about tonight is Dillian White and Moses, champ. I don't know what you talking about, champ. Let me hear that, please. You know, I ain't trying to be rude. Can you talk about that fight, champ? Please, and then thank you. God bless you. He not real big for the division. Dillian White big, man, and he big, and I don't know what that is, champ. Oh, I don't know about that, champ. Give me something on Itauma, champ. I'm trying to focus in on Itauma, champ. I don't know what you chopping up. You gotta hold your own show. I drive old cars. Invite me on your show. Let me do my own work on the topic you talking about, champ. Then I come over there, champ. We just trying to eat over here, champ. I got grandkids to feed, champ. He don't look too short. I think Dillian White is a big step up, a veteran, cagey veteran. Did Dillian White win the belt before? Now I'm watching them in the amateurs. Good movement for a big man. Good footwork. Fundamentals good. Great boxer. 12 threes. White a vet. I love to see how the youngins fare against the old guard. Jag Queen Boxing, we appreciate your dedication, Squeeze, for real. Yeah, man, this is tough, yo. It's, everybody, I appreciate that, Jag Queen. Everybody go through stuff. I'm going through stuff too, but I try to, I hold it together. I mean, it's a part of life. Everybody gonna go through stuff, man. You know what I mean? This right here, I mean, you gotta find stuff that works for you, that get your mind off. But this kid is fast. He explosive. He got dynamite in both hands. He exciting. Just what the heavyweight division need. A shot in the arm. Brooklyn BZ. Moses will have to box and use his leg. White is a dangerous opponent. I agree. Yes, you can, man. If you can do anything you put your mind to, champ. 12 threes. Yeah, BZ. No blow for blow. Yeah, I agree. He definitely gonna have to use his feet, quickness, break Dillian White down, use the ring, box real good, use his speed, but he gonna have to watch out for Dillian White, because Dillian White can clip him. So appreciate that, champ. Appreciate that. Thanks for the love in the Cash App, chat. Thanks for the love, Jab Queen in the Cash App. Appreciate you. I know times are hard. Every little bit count. Brooklyn BZ word. Thanks for being here with us, Squeeze. We appreciate you. Thanks, man. Ralph 707. Is it just me or does the Jumbotron say Sunday on it? Oh, yeah. That's you, champ. D3328 for sure. It'll get greater later. Who you got for the win this weekend, Squeeze? Appreciate you, Jad Queen. I'm gonna go with the youngin. I'm gonna go with the youngin, man. Thanks, 707. I'm worn out, man. Yeah, I'm going with the youngin. I'm not counting. I mean, Dillian White always got a punch his chance, and he got a punch his chance. He definitely got definitely got a punch his chance, man. He long as he boxing and doing what he gotta do, man. And moving around, he definitely gotta outbox Dillian White. You know, he ain't gonna be able to bind and go blow for blow with no Dillian White, because Dillian White can crack. Dillian White can crack, y'all. Dillian White can crack. So definitely, but I like that the youngin stepping up and challenging himself, and that's a good test for him. That's a good test for him, man. Definitely a good test for him. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? We gonna see how he fare. I think he's gonna be all right. He's gonna be well prepared. He got lot of energy and stuff, you know, so he gonna have to be smart, agile, quick, work hard the jab, use his footwork. I don't know what type of shape Dillian White gonna be in. Brother Kareem Hassan. I drive on car Squeeze. You see Amir Khan talking about the difference between the two. You know he the only person that for both of them. No, I'm gonna check that out. But you know, I liked it Amir Khan, but he was chinny. Lewis 4,500. John Tay Weaver, Tank should fight Pac-Man next. Let Roach take a big name and meet back up real rat. Pac won it, and he can get the flat line because his time been going down the stretch with a real one. Definitely, man. Anybody who on the undercard? Anybody know anybody on the undercard? Brooklyn BZ, yes, I understand. But I understand no boxer, whether the fighter has power or not, should go in there to bang. I dislike bangers. And most of the fighters who want to do it don't have the chin to do it. I drive old cars, Duck no, Tank Roach 2. No, November, February, I bet. I could tell you one thing. He going to sleep that next one. He going to sleep. He done woke up the giant. 12 threes. Have you seen some of Dillian's fights, BZ? You do know Dillian KOs them from blow to blow, right? That's why I'm saying no blow for blow. You went off the deep end, brother. Yeah, I mean, I ain't regulating that. Yo go blow for blow with Dillian White. Yeah, I don't think he should go blow for blow. Yeah, he going to sleep. I drive old cars. He going to sleep. Anybody know who on the undercard? Dillian White's top 5 most brutal KOs. That's what I'm watching. Dillian White big and strong, man. He ain't no pushover now. He ain't no pushover. That's a good fight for y'all. Melody Queen 27, the best moderator in the game. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way in, please, and thank you. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Rize Podcast. Cash App $GEESSUS $Coach Squeeze to support the channel. Get your merch at therisepodcast.com. Get them Smoothie King shirts. Amir Khan said that Crawford walks around at 75 or 80 and has no fat. He said the weight will be nothing for Crawford. He been in camp with Crawford. Dillian White gonna go for that one shot, yo. He gonna go for that one shot. Smash that like button, y'all. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, y'all. Let's keep the channel going. Brother Kareem, my bad. Yeah, this fight is getting Moses ready for that Turkish money. Correct. Yeah, I agree. Moses got to watch out for that right hand. Dillian White. He set that right hand up pretty good. He threw it straight down the alley, too. I think Moses going to have to go to the body early on Dillian. Dillian a big boy. Ten and 0. That's cool. I drive old cars. You ain't gonna know every fighter. I don't know every fighter, champ. But what I do when the fighter goes into the title, if I don't know nothing about him, I go to my phone and pull him up. Yeah, man, we're going to see. I'm telling you, Squeeze, content will grow with the channel faster than lives. We still want lives because we enjoy y'all post content and reels. That's Richie, baby, doing his thing. Kobe Tron, how many times Dillian? I know. I don't know, man. 12-3 say he be searching for new fighters. I do sometimes. I get on the try to find new fighters. Yeah. Try to find new fighters. Yeah, try to get on. I'll be getting on a little earlier here lately, quarter of, 10 minutes of, because my work schedule changed. I got to leave out at 5, quarter after 5, so I can't be on here 11:30 at night. We gonna get on here. We gonna rock. We gonna talk what we gotta talk about, and then we gonna close shop on to the next one. When we do fight parties on the weekend, that's something different. I might can rock for 2, 3 at whatever, to the best of my ability. But like I say, we all got a lot going on, and don't think the Smoothie King don't neither. But I enjoy coming on here talking X's and O's with you guys, being entertaining, making us laugh. We cry, we laugh, we talk about the sport, we talk about life. Sometimes we try not to get too far away from the boxing talk, but sometimes it's organic. We do at times, but this weekend, the young man Moses Itauma is gonna stape his foot in the mold of getting the big fights. Do y'all think they moving him too fast? Be on the homie page watching all type of ethnicities fight. Yeah. It's boxing. I don't care what color they is. Oh, Turkey want Moses to fight Usyk. Yeah, 12 threes. All he gotta do, stay locked in, put that work in. That's what it's all about, man. Being disciplined on how you eat. And Miss Mona, the queen, in the building. Good evening, Rize and family. Blessings to all. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Alan Johnson, what it do? Just to let y'all know, I know y'all just coming on. Miss Mona and Alan Johnson. I don't know if y'all been listening, but I've been trying to get on a little early so I can get off a little early. I got this new schedule where I got to leave out at 5 in the morning. So I ain't going to be able to be on here 11:30 and 12 at night. I got to eat and pay bills. Y'all totally understand. This not paying my bills, so, ain't nobody going to take care of no grown man. So I got, get off at a decent time. That's why I come on early. So when y'all see the show pop up, come on in. The door is open. I'm hanging in there, staying prayed up, Miss Mona. I'm one of the blessed ones. I'm one of the blessed ones. Mines could be worked out. Some adjustments, moving the right way, staying prayed up. I ain't going to do what a lot of other people going to do. People out here in this world going through hell, Miss Mona. And I can honestly say I'm one of the blessed ones that God blessing me. And I'm not going to complain, but I definitely got to move smart and be accountable on my end if I want to get where I'm going, And like I said, I got 3 grandbabies now. One got a birthday coming up. I want to make sure I get him some things for his birthday. Yeah, and I ain't no spring chicken no more. I gotta get that sleep. Fridays, something different. Cause I don't gotta get up the next day. I can rock a little longer if we burning up. But just want y'all to know, man. D33284. 9:45. All I ain't mad at you, Squeeze. I gotta get up at 3, LOL. So it's cool with me. Keep pushing. Yeah. 12-3 sacrifices is the key. Yup. Yeah, I ain't trying to be running in nobody's house early in the morning because I ain't getting no sleep. Let me bring them in, y'all. A husband, father, cat, Doug lover, and the boxing historian, the infamidable, the undeniable brother Ant McQueen in the building.
What's going on, man? How you feeling today? Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay. I didn't know if I was coming through clear. Moses, I don't think they moving him too quick. I think they peeping out the landscape. It's looking like a changing of the guard situation. All of the top dogs, they on their way out. They in their late 30s. You know what I mean? Usyk in his late 30s. Tyson Fury, he's approaching that. Anthony Joshua, he's in his mid 30s. He's approaching that. You know what I mean? Approaching the twilight of his career. So it feels like they moving him appropriately. And then you also get to get him in there with a credible name and Dillian White. Dillian White only got 3 L's, if I'm not mistaken, and all top-notch guys. Povetkin, Joshua, and Fury. So he appears to be somewhat on the back nine himself. You know what I mean? He's getting up there in age. He's no spring chicken. Been around for a little minute. His last couple fights didn't really look too hot, but he's still a name.
What he ain't look hot at?
I cannot remember the name of this dude's fight.
No, what he ain't look hot at? Like, what? His movement, was he too big coming in
all the way around? He looked very lethargic, man. He looked lethargic as hell. He was in there versus dude Ebenezer Tata. If that's how you pronounce his name. I don't want to butcher the gentleman's name, but in that fight, he just didn't look too spry. And then Jermaine Franklin, after he fought Fury, this was 2022, majority decision. You know what I mean? He looked, but once again, he's a name. He's been in there with the top guys at the world level. So that's a name that you would like to pad the resume with.
I totally agree. Everything you said, I just think the last couple fights, it shows the wear and tear. Little slowing down. He coming in a little more heavier than he was when 5 years earlier, when he was a little younger, less wear and tear on the car. You know, he can't take the car far now. He got to be able to cut those field trips in half. This young kid, he's going to use his quickness in and out. And we're going to be able to gauge a lot with this fight with Moses Itauma. I'm going to be able to gauge so much with this kid. Now, see, when you come over here, we want to talk boxing. And what I'm saying right now, I'm going to be able to gauge his boxing IQ with this veteran opponent that been on a world-class level. Still one of the top players, top 10 in the heavyweight division in the present. I'm going to be able to gauge his speed, his quickness, his IQ, his patience, his power, his explosiveness, his agility, his ability to close, his ability to be able to take a punch from a bigger guy. So that's what I'm going to be looking at, guys.
Man, that's a real comprehensive list that you got there. List of things that you're looking at. And I couldn't agree more. You made a fantastic point about the age of Dillian White and him coming a little bit heavier. So I did my little Googles and I'm looking at BoxRec, right? I look back to several years ago when he faced Anthony Joshua, and one thing I'm looking at was the weights. He was consistently coming in around 240. His last couple fights, he'd been up in the 260s. So he's definitely gotten a little bit heavier over the years. He's going to be the bigger man than Moses for sure. Moses is a little bit on the smaller side as far as heavyweights are concerned today. But
It's
I think he
definitely
would.
going to hurt him.
Is it going to hurt Dillian White, or do you think it's going to hurt Moses Itauma?
No, is that weight going to hurt Dillian White, which I think it did. The last couple of fights, it slowed him down.
Oh, Dillian White. I think it will against this guy because the last two guys that he fought, they weren't as athletic as him. So I think that we're going to see a pretty decent disparity in speed and quickness and reflexes. Because Moses is young and spry. This dude's what, 20, 21, something like that. So he's still quick as a whip, man.
Is we
Very
getting the
responsive.
first round knockout or what?
I don't think it'd be first round, but one thing I've always found to be pretty peculiar about Dillian White is this. Dillian White, he's got 3 losses, all 3 by knockout, but all 3 came by way of an uppercut. When Anthony Joshua stopped him, it was with an uppercut. When Alexander Povetkin stopped him, he put him out cold with an uppercut. And when Tyson Fury stopped him, it was with an uppercut. I don't know what it is about that punch, but he seems to be really vulnerable to that punch in particular.
I know why.
What's that? I need the 411.
If you watch Dillian White, make it nice, plain, and simple and clear. I tell a lot of the kids at the gym, when they put their head into their opponent's chest, when they grasp from fatigue, and their grasp ain't as tight as they think it is, they roll that punch up underneath. So when he fatigues, he has a bad habit of leaning his head on the center line in his opponent's chest.
Beautiful, beautiful. So what's the remedy to that? How do you correct that?
The correction to that is, instead of him, when he's tired and he needs to take a breather, instead of him leaning his head in the center of his opponent's chest, he need to lean his head on the shoulder of his opponent's chest and grasp around the elbows. You can't lean your head in the center of the chest and you got your arms under the opponent's, inside his arms, around his waist, trying to bear hug him. These guys are big and strong, and you've tired and fatigued. They have the ability to slide that with the elbow to open the space, rubbing it across your chest, up under your chin. So he needs to move his head to the side, grab around the arms, and lean his weight, keep his chin planted when he feel the guy trying to come back and go underneath.
So we're gonna see if he's gonna be able to implement that or if he's learned from the past. Because, like I said, all three of his stoppage losses, Squeeze. It was the uppercut that did it to him. It wasn't a hook. It wasn't a cross. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a shot to the body. It was a damn uppercut to the chin. All 3 times.
So that's and I never make a promise that I can't keep. He will not get his head off the center line. Ant McQueen just told y'all he got knocked out with the same punch 3 fights.
And one was bad. That
The
one with
inability
Povetkin was bad.
to get his head off the line.
It was bad. It was bad. But Moses, Man, he's got the athleticism to get these big guys fits. We just seen Alexander Usyk go up there to heavyweight, run the gauntlet, similar dimensions, similar speed, and so on and so forth. Now, what remains to be seen are the things that you were alluding to before, Squeeze. Does he have the IQ to consistently make those attributes work for him against these bigger men? Because there's very few guys that are around his size right now at heavyweight. There's like him. There's maybe what's the kid out of America? Richard Torres. But for the most part, you look at heavyweights nowadays, they're like 6'5" and bigger. You got some big jokers up there at heavyweight. Dudes be like 6'5". Oh, Joseph Parker's another one. Probably like a medium-sized heavyweight or what you would consider to be on the smaller side. But I think that he's got the attributes to really give these guys some problems if he's able to refine his game. But where does he go from there? I don't know. But I got him because of the youth, the speed, the reflexes, and Dillian White. I think it was Brooklyn Beasy who said it. His last fight, he looked pretty disinterested. Maybe this is a fight that he gets up for because he knows what this signifies for him. It's clear what it is in this situation. They picked him to pad this young man's resume, and then also to be like, look, he was in there with a former world level guy, yada, 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 yada. We know the play. It's as old as time. You know what I mean? The passing of the torch. It's been going on for since forever. So maybe, just maybe, Dillian White, he comes into this fight and he says, nah, I'm not ready to go gently into the quiet night. You know what I'm saying? And he puts up a good fight. I'm hoping that's the case because the better prepared he is and the better fight that he puts up and the more resistance he gets Moses Itauma, the more that we learn about him and the more that he's able to learn about himself. You know what I'm saying? Being able to deal with size that you, as you alluded to before, being hit by bigger guys and so on and so forth. And then also just like what it takes to be able to deal with a crafty veteran. Because Dillian White, let's face it, he's got far more experience as a professional. Now, resumes don't win fights, but still, you know, it could be a case of, you know, the young guy and the wily veteran. I'm about to see exactly how many fights Moses Itauma has right now.
10.
You say he's got 10? And
Something
Dillian
like
White's got, Dillian White's got 34. Oh, he's got 12. I just looked. He's got 12. But still, that's what? How many more fights is that for Dillian White? 22 more fights, pro fights? And that's God knows how many camps that he's been in or been a part of or the sparring and just
that
all
can
of the...
hurt him or help him, especially with the back end you just said with all the sparring and stuff.
Yeah? You think it could be one of those moments where a guy gets old overnight? They don't necessarily get old overnight. It's the years that you were just talking about, just the years of sparring, the wear and tear. Like Roy Jones spoke about Jimmy Ellis one day, and he said that Jimmy Ellis told him that he incurred more damage in sparring than he ever did under the lights.
I'm going to tell you like this. I'm not fighting full time anymore myself. But I go in, I get 8 rounds. On a good day, I might push 10 rounds on a heavy bag movement, working angles. Let me stop hitting a heavy bag for just a couple of days and take a break on my wrists and arms. It's like if I'm not doing nothing for my cardio in between them resting days, it's like I got to revisit the timing. My point is the timing is everything. And if you're not putting the reps in, it's your timing just ain't going to be right. I got this kid possibly knocking Dillian White in the first, second round.
So that's another thing that we got to take into consideration when we doing the math. Will Dillian White be old overnight? And that's what I said. Like his last fight, if you go and look at it against the cat on Ebenezer, he looked pretty slow, and that guy wasn't the quickest himself, and he was looking like he was having trouble locating him for a little while. Them dudes was in there, man, and Big Joker just swinging, and it's just I wasn't really too crazy about that fight, but if I had to pick, I would have to go with the young gun. He's fresh, he's sharp, catching Dillian White at the right time. Catching Dillian White at the right time. But it would be big for him if he was able to get this W. I think that would put him right back in the mix. Dillian White, that is. That would put him right back in the thick of things.
Yeah.
So,
you think?
yeah, I think so. And the reason being is because a lot of people are high on Moses Itauma right now. He's probably the biggest thing right now at heavyweight in terms of projection and potential. Projection and potential.
Got you. But let's close it down. We almost out of here. We gave them a lot of medicine for their minds. I'd like to thank everybody that came in. We gonna cook like I say, and we ain't gonna linger with our assessments. I think Ant came in with some credible information to lead y'all with, to do y'all homework. And Friday night we'll do what we do, close out, find out what that undercard is, and appreciate y'all coming in, man, showing love. Don't forget, smash that like button. And if you hadn't subscribed, tell a friend and tell a friend. Everybody in the chat, please be safe. May God bless each and every one of us in our travels. Aunt McQueen.
Same thing as always. Small things, all things. What's easy to do is also easy not to do. Squeeze, always got to let you know. Appreciate you. Shout out to my man, Senior Cobbs. Make sure you get your rest because that 5 a.m. grind is no joke. You know what I'm saying? And
that's the new schedule.
That's what I'm saying. It's no joke, man. I used to have the 3:30 a.m., 4 a.m.
And what time did you get up?
Usually around like 3.
I got a 45-minute drive.
I had to shower before I go to bed, wake up, throw my stuff on, and I'm rushing out the door, putting my belt on as I'm getting in the car and all that. It's rough.
Being the man you supposed to be for your family.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's a no-brainer.
Yeah. It's all for them. Because otherwise, man, I'd be doing something else. I'm like, but you know what happens, man. We got a school trip here. We got this dude. It's picture day. It's that day. It's
been there.
Never stops.
Done that. So,
but yeah, appreciate all y'all. We always gotta close it out. Boom. Shout out to the GOAT moderator and all the fine folks of the chat. Love and appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man, great show. Like I say, I'm getting on a little earlier for you guys. We're gonna start kicking the show off 10 minutes early. So we still gonna be doing an hour, tops, most 45. Love y'all, man. God bless. In the words, it's the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. Coach Kenny, Limp Ball Swami, all access. And y'all already know Aunt McQueen Right back at y'all. And Richie Baby. Can't forget the man behind the scenes, the myth, the legend, the young gun. Right back at y'all with another one. Smash that like button. Subscribe. We coming for y'all. Peace.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't over this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. Now we rich now, we got money, I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.